Okay, alrighty. Next question from the panel for Kyle Smith.
All right, let's go.
Hit it.
What do we got?
What's the longest amount of time you've gone without sex?
Longest time I've gone without sex.
And why?
It's probably about 4 months. And the reason was when I was intensely focused on a project, I don't pursue sex because your sexual energy is an energy that possesses a power that very few people know how to utilize
It's
outside
magical.
of sex.
And this is why, by the way, sorry to interrupt you. This
No,
is
it's
why,
okay.
by the way, NFL, NBA, any sport, when they go into the Olympics or
Yeah.
when they go into a game, they don't allow the players to have sex. Why? Because you release the best you have to give.
Yep.
So if you hold that magical strength and power inside of you, in your balls, in this head, and whatever head you want to freaking keep it, that's what you have to give on the court. So
That testosterone and builds up. It builds up and it creates an intensity where literally you just show up and it's like this aggression thing, and it's insane because there was this. I was telling you earlier that there was this one event that I was at. There was over like 2,000 attendees. Eric Thomas was the main keynote speaker for that event, and I happened to be one of like the side speakers or whatever. But there's 2,000 people, and he goes in and he's supposed to do a 1-hour talk. He delivers it for 2 hours, and then he like standing ovation. Everyone gets excited, like wow, he motivated everyone like to the top. So now I'm like, wow, this is what I have to compete with. Otherwise, people are going to lunch. So I basically come out maybe a couple speakers later. I do my talk. I go in with intensity, with focus. I deliver my message with clarity. 50 minutes, I'm in and out, I'm done. And by the time I'm done, everyone's on their freaking feet, standing ovation, same exact thing. And I'm like, what the hell just like happened? And I had people come up to me after and they're like, that was the best I've heard you do. That was the best I've heard you like deliver a talk. Like I can definitely go back and work with my sales team, my marketing team, and we're gonna explode based on what you talked about. And before that event happened, I remember having one of my mentors and business partners told me that 2 weeks before that event, he's like, don't have sex with your girl. And I was like, what? And he's like, you can't have
all
sex
athletes do it,
with
guys.
your girl. He's like, no sex. And he told that to me. He told that to the other 4 partners that we were working with at this time. One of them, my
100%.
best friend, Loso, right? And he was like, you guys cannot have sex up until this event for 2 weeks. And I was like, yo, my girlfriend is gonna chop my balls off if I don't have sex with her for 2 weeks. And he's like, I don't give a fuck. Do not have sex with her. And I'll tell you right now, that was the first time I abstained from sexual pleasure, sexual desires for like that short
Delayed
window.
gratification.
Delayed gratification.
And we talked about this before.
And when it came time for me to perform, I was like on top of my shit. And by the time that was done, that night, I went home, I laid it down on the woman, and that was it. Like, yo, I just buried her. Like, it was done. So what I'm saying is, there's been times in business where I'm focused on projects and I've gone long periods of time where I'm not pursuing sex. And even though I get tempted to go out, I get tempted to call, I get tempted to have people, come over, whatever it is, I don't. And I just stay focused on my goals because that's the intensity that I need to stay up all night working on projects, being creative and setting up plans. That's the intensity I need to basically work and train a brand new group of people that I need to train up so that they can deliver extraordinary results that they never even thought were possible. That's the intensity that I need for me to create those breakthroughs in business, in life, that I need to succeid at the highest levels.
Where can they find you? Because right now you just sold me on something really
Oh, I sold her on Absolutes.
good. No.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I sold her on business. I sold her on business.
You can do the abstinence. She will do business.
Come
with
check me
you.
out at ksmith360.com. ksmith360.com. All right, that's it. And yeah, we'll help you take your results to the next level because we're
Alrighty.
fucking good.
But on that note, I want to talk about delayed gratification because a lot of people don't understand this. And it's so important because you know it and you're very young.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, most successful people have like maybe 5 traits that they really, all of them have it and they like utilize it in an everyday life.
Yeah.
And one of them is the art because it's an art. It's
is.
not something A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3. It's an art. You have to know and learn how to delay gratification in your life. And now what he just said is being utilized by athletes all around the world. And I'm not talking about just athletes from the NFL or the NBA. I'm talking about chess, math, like freaking aero, precision, golf. You know why he was going berserk with the pizza freaking analogy? You know who can relate to this? The golfer with the Swedish ex-wife, and then like Tiger Woods. If you're listening to this is what happened to you, right?
Yeah.
So you went berserk because you found that pizza and you went nuts because you were on a diet for way too long.
For way too long.
But guess what? Now you are still who you are. You are a person that delays gratification after making mistakes. You regroup, you freaking reroute.
That's right.
And you decide who you are every time you wake up in the morning. You can reinvent yourself. This is why you're still a winner after the whole fiasco, right?
That's right. Last year, what was it? The U.S. Open or whatever? Which one? Whatever it was that he won.
Whatever.
Like he won top of the thing, and that's what I'm talking
I have
about
a
right there.
question. Has it happened to you that you have had sex with a woman, and every time you have sex with that particular person, you get more energy instead of like feeling that you get drained?
No.
Okay,
Never?
so that's for girls. So when we have orgasms, we tend to have more energy and we're uppity dappity because this is our whole nurturing nature.
I'm gonna bring my brother Frankie in for this one because he's
Yeah.
opposite of me. But
Guys
I
go
agree.
to-
I think
guys
girls.
go to sleep.
I think girls
Girls
get
wake
more
up.
energy.
Yeah.
And for me, it's only like I told you before. Like I won't
For us, it's good.
finish, even if I happen to come first. I'm not gonna finish until I made sure that the girl is like finished. I need you to be finished. So for me, it's exhausting. So by the time I'm done, all I want to do is fucking sleep. You know what I'm saying? Because I come in looking to please. Like,
And
what
most
can I
of the
do?
time we're like chilling. And they're like,
Yes. I'm the
It's a
one
lot of
trying to
work.
pick you up. I'm fucking, it's
Yeah.
like a second session at the fucking gym. I'm picking
Yeah.
you up. I'm
Exactly.
pulling you over. I'm doing all types of things to you. And by the time I'm done, I'm sweating. I'm exhausted. I'm fucking
agree.
like, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to go to sleep. But I'm not going to sleep until I know that you are ready to go to sleep because you got all the pleasure that you needed.
but for us, an orgasm
for us,
doesn't put us to
yes.
go to sleep.
I know, it doesn't. It
For us,
doesn't.
an orgasm put us into like adrenaline rush. We can maybe create something inside of us, you know what I mean? Or we can maybe create something outside of us. So it's a very but biologically,
Yeah,
chemically
my goal is
speaking,
to
it's
put that
completely
fire out.
different. It's
My goal is
completely
to put that
different.
fire out. So you might have that energy, and it's like, all right, she's not done yet. Okay, let me grab onto these bunny ears. Let's go.
But if we are pleased, we are not gonna go to sleep. You understand that, right?
I understand that, but I understand that.
On
I
that
could
note,
exhaust
how do you feel about like sex toys? Have you ever like tried leashes, whips,
Yeah,
chains, handcuffs?
I told you my second relationship was an interesting one, and so I got to experiment and enter a different world than I was used to.
Was it just nutty or was it real love? Did you mix it?
No, it was real love. Like I thought I was ready to marry that person. I was ready to marry her like 1,000%.
How long was that for? How long? Or was
I
it
dated
lust?
her for three and a half years.
Uh-huh.
And no, it was definitely not just lust. It was definitely very sexual, but it definitely was not lust. The lust was an addition to the love part, but what I loved most about her was the angel part inside of that castle. I had to fight for 3 months just to get this woman to go on a date with me because her wall was up so high.
All right.
And it's because of past hurts and past relationships, past pains that she dealt with. But unlike most other guys, I would try to hit on her and then get rejected and then feel like, oh, she's not interested or she's not looking for guys. I saw past it and I was like, okay, what do I got to do? Let me see. Let me try again. Let me try again. Let me try again. Let me see. Oh, this is not working. Let me try again. Let me try again.
I think that's the business side of you because most of investors, the really savvy ones,
Yeah.
they invest in real estate or the freaking Wall Street or whatever when the market is down, when there is like an opportunity to grow, when there is a challenge, there's an opportunity to to make, right?
Yeah.
And this is going back to, I think something like so profound that you said is to really approach relationships like in a business way, because if you really match that, like wouldn't you find that opportunity in a girl that doesn't really open up, and she's gonna open up for the first time with
That's
you?
exactly what I found.
Guys, take notes,
That's
please.
exactly what I found.
Yep.
The fact that she wasn't opening up
Yep.
to anybody else, and that she wouldn't open up to me even the first few
But
times.
that takes work and effort.
It
So
does.
if you're lazy, you're going to live an average life. If you are willing to put the work, you're going to live a great life.
That's right. If you're willing to do what most people are not, you'll be able to have what most people never can.
Oh.
And the whole situation
Repeat
is
this out loud with bright notes, please.
successful people are willing to do what others won't, so one day they can live what others can't. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
And so most people run away from the pain. They run away from failure. They run away from fear. And if you can learn to stand up to that and face it
And
and
make
just
it your
deal
bitch.
with it.
Not just face it. Make that fear, that pain your bitch.
My trainer says you got to be able to sit in your shit, right? That pain you're feeling, that anxiety you're feeling, that stress you're feeling, that's called your shit. And as long as you can sit in your shit, you'll outgrow it, and then you can make it your bitch. That's the fucking reality. So this girl for 3 months was like not willing to give me or anyone else the time of day. And I was determined to find a way to fucking make it work. You're not going anywhere. And so what happened was, finally, when I found a way to get past that wall, what I predicted was on the inside was exactly what I found. It was a soft, very extremely sensitive, innocent little girl on the inside that had set up this wall because she had had her heart broken in so many different ways, so many different times by so many different guys. And
You were
once I
ready
was
to
able
scratch
to,
below the surface.
that's right.
Yeah. Guys,
That's right.
scratch below the surface, please.
And so once I went beneath the surface and I found out what the real deal, what the real her was, that's the person that I fell in love with at the time. And our intimacy was out of control, and it was even higher when I found out she had a little sex craving that was like insane. So it was just great on all levels. It was like I found someone loyal, I found someone pure of heart, I found someone that's willing to try dirty things, and that's where the
With
experiments
you?
came through. Yes, with me. You know, it had to be like in a safe space. Like,
The
you know what I
safe
mean?
magical spot.
Safe magical spot. She wasn't towards like public displays of affection and all that shit, but like on the inside, we can try shit as long as
That's
you
very
want to try
beautiful.
shit. you know?
Guys, be willing to do the work and really dig deep into your soul and your partner's soul, because that's where the magic happens. All right, stay tuned for the next podcast. So good to see you.